focus on unique character development, Indigo Circle has a new way of teaching. And joining us now with more is owner and teacher Melanie Smith. Now, Indigo Circle is the name of your school. Why did you start this, Melanie?
I started Indigo Circle. It is a private eco school. We're a private school registered with the Department of Education, and we are a Montessori school.
Which is fabulous.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I started Indigo Circle because I shifted careers. I started right out of high school. I was in the Army, and I left the military after 8 years. You're welcome. To start a family and to pursue a new career in education. So for 20 years, I've been in the education field, working both in the private sector and the public sector. The last job that I had, I was a principal of a public school here in Sarasota. I personally find that our education system's kind of going in the wrong direction. It is a very stressful place for teachers and children.
Yeah.
And so I created my own school about 4 or 5 years ago based on being a fun place to be for teachers and students, being very individualized, really just so children could be happy and have a joy and love of learning.
So you follow the program that Maria Montessori started so many years ago. So your school is, how is the education that you give the children different? And how do you individualize it for each child?
Well, the Montessori education is very individualized. There are many Montessori schools all over the world, and there are quite a few here in Sarasota. The Montessori curriculum was written over 100 years ago by Maria Montessori in Italy. Her vision, the big picture was that the children grow up and become the peacekeepers and the innovators of the world. So
And individuals.
it's
you know,
very
independent.
individualized. The children
Yeah.
work through the curriculum at their own pace, which is quite different than our traditional setting where we just present the information and the children all do the same thing.
Yeah.
In Montessori, the children move through the academics at their own pace. They learn their social skills at their own pace. And at Indigo Circle, we kind of take that a step further by truly following every single child's needs and helping them become the best version of themselves. We also really celebrate when children do things differently. We want them to use problem-solving skills, higher order thinking. So we give them hands-on materials and lessons, but we don't tell them everything. We want them to discover all of this for themselves and figure things out, come up with ideas.
Now, you also mentioned that this is an eco school. How does that take this one step above a Montessori experience?
After working in the education system, that was one of the things that I also really cared about, not just being individualized, but having a healthy environment.
Right.
To include, we do organic gardening. We don't put any poisons around the property to affect the children. I put in floors that don't off-gas.
Right.
All these little things that bother all of us as our development and how we think.
A couple of other things I wrote down. It's an edible playground, so the kids go out, they garden, they can eat what's in the garden. You have LED lights, and you support the STEAM system now, right?
Montessori already did all of that for us 100 years ago, but I do like to let people know because that is a buzzword right now, STEM and STEAM. The Montessori curriculum already has it's absolutely incredible. The academic piece is incredible.
Well, it's all, there's all of those components, but the food is an important aspect of all of that because that helps build healthy minds, right?
Exactly. When, as adults, we all, eat healthy so that we can concentrate better and we can feel better. So the children, their bodies are growing. We use food across the curriculum. We learned history when we're celebrating or learning about another culture. We will learn about the food they're eating. We'll introduce that. Just an example, we learn about the kingdoms of life. So one of the teachers gave a big lesson on the fungi kingdom. We all passed around a mushroom, learned what a mushroom was. That day, they all put mushrooms on their salads and ate it.
There you go.
So we get them excited about it, and it's a part of the curriculum.
So now the big question is, Indigo Circle, is it affordable? And I know that you have a program that's ending in 3 days, and we only have a few seconds left, so tell our viewers a little bit about that, Melanie.
So we're moderately priced for a private school in Sarasota, but there are some scholarships. If you make less than $77,000, the Department of Education has scholarships for families that would like to choose a private school instead of public school. And there are links on my website to those. Those are income-based, and we have scholarships for students with specific learning disabilities. Those are all through the Department of Education, and we do VPK in the summer for families that didn't use the VPK voucher, which is...
All right, well, we're going to run the website across the bottom of the screen so people can find you. And thank you so much, and we need more people like you teaching our children the right way to learn and interact with the rest of our communities.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next on Suncoast FYI, we learn about a wine pairing dinner you won't want to miss.